Shadow Man is back, man. Oh, man. So, you can't see my face. You know what I mean? I'm outside, on the porch, whatever. Lights ain't on. But anyway, who remembers, right, when Kobe Bryant, right? Remember when the Lakers, they traded the whole team, they traded Shaq away, and they left Kobe, pretty much with a rebuilding team, right? And he had 3 tough years. First year they didn't make the playoffs. Rudy, they changed coaches. Then Rudy Tomjanovich ended up retiring after the first few games, and Kurt Rambis took over. They never really had a coach, and they traded away Shaq. A lot of guys retired, so he pretty much started with a whole new nucleus of young players who were underdeveloped. You remember that, right? And I never remembered, I remember Kobe, going out there, he gave it his all. Even when they made the playoffs the next year and the year after that, he was taking all the heat on that team, right? Oh, Kobe, he's not a leader. They always blamed him for Shaq leaving. Always blamed him for everything when it came to Shaq. Oh, he's not a real leader. He's selfish. He just shoots the balls, hero ball, and all of this. And, he didn't have the pieces around him. You clearly saw that. He didn't have I'm not going to name players, and I'm not disrespecting the players. Anybody that makes it to the NBA is great. But there's levels to it, obviously. And the guys that Kobe had, he didn't have the talent around him like other teams, He had to work with what he had. And I didn't hear this cry in the media for Kobe Bryant to get help. The way they cry when it's LeBron. When it's LeBron, every year, they start off, they got a championship team. I expect them to go this far and that far. And then, halfway, few games in the season, 10, 15 games in the season, trade this guy, trade that guy, blow up the team. Then they start winning the games. Oh, the Lakers have a chance, the way they playing. And then the next thing when they lose, he didn't have this, he didn't have that, this guy didn't play good, this didn't happen, that didn't happen. It's always an excuse, and it's always somebody else's fault. He didn't have enough. And but when it was Kobe, he had to take it on the chin, man. Pause. He didn't get the benefit of the doubt. He got blamed for losing the 3-1 lead to Phoenix in the first round. He was getting blamed for losing in the first round. He was getting blamed for everything. The minute that man said, yo, look, y'all got to give me some help, man. Oh, now he's crying. Now, Shaq won his championship. Look, he win. Kobe's not a winner. And all this stuff. And they throwing shots at Kobe. Until he took that team to the finals. When he actually did get him some help. And got him one man, Pau Gasol. And went to the finals 3 years in a row. And Andrew Bynum was still developing. And, he was a young player. Andrew Bynum was only 17, 18 when he came to the league. But Kobe never got that benefit of the doubt. He had to be tough, and he had to take all the criticism, man. They didn't give him the wolf cries that they give this guy, man. Oh, he needs this, he needs that. Get LeBron some help. They didn't say that for Kobe, man. Kobe pretty much, they wanted him to figure it out on his own. Oh, you think you Michael Jordan? Well, show us. And they didn't give him that. But you got this guy saying he's the greatest. And whenever he loses, it's never his fault. in 60-something games, can't even get to the finals 2 years in a row. Runs to another team, loses, has one of the worst final performances of any superstar we ever seen. You know, you got J.J. Barrera and Jason Terry cooking you. You can't guard them. They can't guard you. Like, come on, they guarding you. You can't even guard them. Like, come on. Oh, he didn't have this. He didn't have that. Especially when he was in Cleveland. That's when it really started. I mean, it started really the first time in Cleveland, but the second time, that's when it really got highlighted. You know, when they went up against Golden State. Oh, he didn't have this. He don't have that. They come back and beat Golden State. You know, Kyrie don't really get no props like that. Like, come on, man. Kyrie, you know, was hitting big key shots in that series, man. Saving you, man. You know, but when it was Kobe, you know, Kobe had to figure it out, man. Didn't get the benefit of the doubt, man. You know, we didn't hear, yo, Kobe don't have this. He doesn't have that. Those 3 years he struggled, we didn't hear that from the media. All we heard was he got to figure it out. He's selfish. He shoots the ball and da-da-da-da. What about LeBron? No defense. Hasn't played defense in probably, 10 years. You know, hasn't really developed any real moves to really, you know, the post moves, like no drive, pull up jumper, like, you know, consistent jumper. But it's always somebody else's fault, man. Always. When it comes to him, man. Never, you know, hey, LeBron, you gotta get better. You know, LeBron, work on your jump shot. You know, LeBron, you know, hey, man, you know, Anthony Davis should get the ball more. Lucas should get the ball more. Come off the bench. If that was Kobe, oh man, they'd be killing Kobe right now. And anyway, man, I'll leave you guys alone, man. I just don't get it, man. Where's the accountability, man? Many Face Publishing, I'm out, man.